Students, we have a different set of calibration setup. What we have one more that unit what we call the thermocouple. Okay, calibration of the thermocouples. So you can find these are the different thermocouples. What you can see now. Okay, so they have the different color coding. So this color coding represents different types of thermocouples. Generally, what we try to use in industrial furnaces. Okay, generally where we try to maintain the temperature of the process. Okay, so the melting temperature of a particular metal which has to be used for the castings in the casting legs. So the process temperature what defines us for a good product whatever we yield from the castings. So here basically let us know what is a thermocouple first of all. So we have two dissimilar materials. Okay, so in this particular thermocouple generally we call them as probes. Okay, these are called as probes. So this is the coating what we have, in which we have the two different materials inertly connected at two different junctions. Okay, so when these two different junctions are exposed to different temperature, okay, there is a small amount of induced EMF generated. So this induced EMF will make a small flow of current in the circuit, and which is inert measured using a different sensors or a measuring instrument what we have here. So now let us try to know what kind of thermocouples these are all. So this is a thermocouple what we call the T-type, okay, T-type thermocouple. So this is having a color coding like blue cable, okay, blue cable, fine. So this particular T-type thermocouple is called as constant thermocouple, so which is ranging the temperature of minus 250 degrees to 400 degrees centigrade. Okay, this can be measured for the range of minus 250 degrees to 400 degrees centigrade. So it can't be used beyond 400 degrees centigrade. So one more thing what you should have concern of using thermocouples is when we try to use thermocouples in the hot molten metal bath. Okay, so you should not expose immediately to the open air. If it is exposed immediately to the open air, so it will lose its precision of measuring the temperature. Okay, so that's one thing what you have to see. It is to be seen that it should not be oxidized. So in the same fashion we have other type of thermocouple. So you have the red coding. This type of thermocouple is called as K-type thermocouple. So K-type thermocouple. Similarly, so these are the different types of thermocouples what we try to use it for measuring the temperature in the process. So this is one more what we have, the J-type probe. And among all this what we have is the standard thermocouple what we call as RTD. Okay, so this is the standard what we are preferring for calibrating all these type of thermocouples. Okay, so this is called as resistance thermal detector. Okay, temperature detector. Okay, temperature detector. So what we do is we try this is fixed on this particular RTD output port what we have on this calibration thermocouple using RTD unit. So it is fixed into this particular knob where RTD input has to be measured. So here you can measure the temperature of the water. I am taking a water bath. So the maximum temperature what you can see is somewhere close to 100 degrees centigrade. So beyond that you know it is converted in form of steam. So I am inserting, there is a thermostat inside. Okay, there is a thermostat inside with a heating element. So this thermostat can set for different rise of temperature. Okay, what I am going to do here is every rise of 10 degrees of temperature, I am trying to check the temperature of RTD, which is immersed in the same water bath. Again, I am trying to use one more thermocouple. It may be any one of what you would like to prefer it, J-type, K-type or T-type. Okay, which is in turn connected to the circuit what I am showing you the connections here. So the min and max what you can see is the minimum temperature and maximum temperature. So it is set back to the room temperature. So you can set the temperature using this particular temperature measuring devices. So now insert these thermocouples inside water bath. Normally we have the arrangement for stirring. Okay, arrangement for stirring. but we don't have any provision for that right now. I'm going to increase the thermostat temperature where the heater is on. Okay. Now we can see there is some rise in temperature. So this is the indicator for the RTD, and this is the temperature thermocouple which is fixed as a J type over here. So as there is rise in temperature, for every 10 degree of rise of RTD temperature, the thermocouple temperature is noted, and error between these two are found. So Ti is the RTD temperature and TA is taken as the thermocouple temperature, and the difference of those two divided by TA would give you the error into 100. We find the percentage of error. Now you can find there is rise in the temperature of RTD temperature, whereas this thermocouple is still not sensing it as, because of not that precise thing what you can see as RTD. So it can sense a better temperature measuring as compared to this thermocouple. I'll try to connect the other one. Okay, sorry. Fine, it is working. Now we can see there is a rise in temperature of 36 degrees in RTD, whereas the thermocouple, whatever we have connected, is showing 33 degrees centigrade. So it is varying. The temperature is slowly rising, but you can sense it from the temperature measuring devices.
38.
So for 38 it is showing 33. So Ti and Ta is what is seen again here. So some 10 to 15 sets of readings are taken from this rise in temperature of every 10 degrees centigrade up to 100 degree from the room temperature. See, it is almost 40.3 degrees centigrade, still showing 33. Now it is varying with 34 slowly. So different temperatures are recorded. When the graph is plotted against Ti versus TA, and the percentage of error, whatever you find with the difference of this temperature versus TA. Okay, versus TA. These are two nature of graph what you can find for finding the difference of temperature using different thermocouples. So I will try doing it for one of the thermocouple of J type. We can just compare the same, but the only thing is don't expose this thermocouples immediately with the rise in temperature. So let them cool it down to some temperature drop, and then remove the thermocouples from the water bath. So I am increasing the rise in temperature by another 10 degrees centigrade. Find the variations now. Okay, the same set can be repeated for other two type of thermocouples. I think this I will conclude with this thermocouple calibration stuff. Thank you.